अगर कंफर्म है तो आऊंगे, नहीं तो फाइन कर दूंगा। फिर क्यों टेंशन
अगर
लेना?
ना काम खत्म हुआ तो फिर मेरा
Hey everybody, Chris H here with the No Name vlog. I'm working on a name, might have one soon, we'll see. So, I'm in a new country, and it is definitely not Thailand. That's something that is very apparent from my new hotel room, which I will show you in a moment. I'm in India, the vast country of India. I just flew into New Delhi. It was only a 3.5 hour flight from Bangkok somehow. I guess it's just closer than I thought it was. The time here is like an hour and a half different than Bangkok earlier. It's just strange that it's a half hour difference. Yeah, it's way different. The traffic was totally insane from the airport to this little hotel near the airport. I thought Bangkok traffic was crazy, but this was ridiculous, the traffic. Seemed like there weren't really lanes, or people didn't follow the lanes too well. Seemed like some taxis would stop in the middle of the street to pick up passengers, and people were walking around on the sides of the street. Just a little bit different vibe. Then, so Bangkok, by contrast, now all of a sudden looks very organized compared to Delhi. I grabbed a taxi like just randomly when I left the airport. I was trying to get to the airport taxi window, but I kind of bypassed it. Went outside, talked to some guy. He put me in a taxi. I don't know. That's kind of a weird feeling when you first get to a country, and you're not really sure, who you can trust. But it was okay. He gave me a driver. It was a nice car, and when I got to the hotel, it's like very narrow streets here, and it was kind of like almost like one way. But the driver was, I paid the driver. It was like 850 rupees, which is more than maybe $11, 10 or 11 US dollars, I think. Not too bad. But of course the guy doesn't have any change. I only have like 500 rupee notes, which I just got. And so it was 850. He didn't have change, and he said to me, oh, maybe that can be my proper tip, sir. But I said, nah, I need change. I wasn't really, in the mood to just give him his proper tip for no apparent reason. I mean, I would give him a tip, but I mean, not because he doesn't have change. I don't really believe he doesn't have change. Anyway, I got change from the hotel, and I paid him 900 rupees. So I still gave him a 50 baht tip because he still didn't have change, supposedly. From the 900 rupees. Anyway, it's not a big deal. That's like 75 cents, 50 cents, something. I mean, it's just, not a big deal. Also, I bought just bought some mineral water. Some mineral water from the hotel staff. The guy, he asked me if I wanted cool or just normal. I said cool. It was 20 rupees. I gave him a 50 baht note. He said he'd bring me the change. He hasn't been back in the last 5 minutes or more, which is also, it's okay. I don't mind. It's only 30 rupees. It's like less than 50 cents or something. It's just funny these things happen when you first get to a foreign country and you don't really know how things work, and what can I do? The guy, I gave the guy a 50 rupee note and he disappeared, and I'm not going to go hunt him down in the hotel and ask for my 30 rupees back. Maybe he'll still come. He might come back later. I don't know. Just one of those things when you get to a new country. It's kind of like a disorienting experience. Especially a big country like India. It reminds me of being somewhere else in China. And for me, it's like I was thinking when I got to the airport, maybe it's like the experience of someone who's never been to the US, you know, and they come to this giant country and there's all these people. And in the US, you know, the people are very diverse. Here, everyone is Indian. So that's a little bit different, but it is still that kind of like grand scale kind of feeling when you get to a place like this, like Delhi, like India. My room is way different, way different than it was in Bangkok. So maybe I'll show you that now. Just to conclude the story about the taxi driver, because I kind of foolishly scheduled a flight to Dharamsala, which is where I'm headed tomorrow at 6 a.m. Tomorrow, I don't know what I was thinking. I know what I was thinking. It was because the afternoon flight was way more expensive for some reason today. I don't know, they had 2 flights from Delhi to Dharamsala, and on other days the afternoon flight was much cheaper, the same price as the morning flight, but today it was very expensive. I don't know, maybe it was sold out. So I decided to book the 6 a.m. flight, thinking, no big deal, wake up early. Now I have to wake up at 4 a.m. and, you know, so the same taxi driver who doesn't have change, but he does seem like a cool guy. Doesn't have change. He seems like a cool guy. He was like chewing something, it seemed, in the taxi. I don't know exactly what, because I don't really know much about India, to be honest. Anyway, he's supposed to be here at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow. Hopefully I will wake up in time. Hopefully he will be here. Maybe I'll give him a proper tip if he shows up at 4:30, and hopefully I will make my flight at 6. That's critical. Flying on SpiceJet, an airline called SpiceJet in India. So let me just give you a little background about my travel history with India. I haven't really given much background to my viewers about my travel history stuff. Maybe I'll get more into that as we go along. I was in India one time in 2006, a long time ago, but I was here with a large group of Buddhists. So, and the trip was completely prearranged, organized, you know, by the people that set everything up. So I didn't really have to do much or think much. Just got on the bus. There was a tour guide. Yeah, but still, it was a very overwhelming experience. Even then, very chaotic India. Very crowded, can be dusty, can be very hot, can be dirty, people might say. There's oxen in the road sometimes. That's what I remember from last time. Beggars, things like that. It's quite it's like a little universe unto itself. That was my experience the first time. Like, I sort of forgot that the outside world, outside India, existed because it's such a vast place. Anyway, so I'm back in India, but I'm on my own, which is a very different experience. So I wanted to show you this hotel room to contrast it with all the hotels that I've been in Thailand so far. Let's do it. Okay, so this is my room at the Hotel Madipur Festival Madipur in New Delhi, very close to the airport. That's why I booked this room. It's very small. That's the first thing you might notice. It seems a bit run down, in my opinion, but I'm not, you know, it's not a judgment, it's just observation. So the mattress is a little firm, a little lumpy. There's some sort of frayed carpet on the ground here. Maybe a couple of bugs here and there on the floor. There's a little table. I'm not sure I would call it a desk. It's not high enough for that. It's a chair, kind of a window. Pretty basic, I would say. Pretty basic. There is some artwork on the wall, so that's cool. Let's take a look outside in the hallway real quick. There it is, some blue light. Simple. The bathroom is not perhaps suitable to all people that might be sensitive about having a clean, nice bathroom. Actually, it's fine. It's okay. I don't really mind it. It's not bad. It's not exactly luxurious. It might not smell the best, but hey, it's an in-suite bathroom. So, you know, at least it's not a shared bathroom. Anyway, this is a much different experience than being in Thailand. I think for me, Thailand is kind of like the easy life. It's like the easy tourist life. They really have nice facilities there, and they're pretty cheap. I mean, this room is also very cheap. It's like, oh god, I don't know. I have to do the math. So another funny thing, not funny, funny thing here. The food menu. It says we work only on prepaid mode. I'm not sure what that means. Visitors are not allowing in the room. Outside foods not allow. 24 hours food available. Nice. One thing I was impressed at the kind of extensive nature of this menu. I mean, they've got all kinds of beverages, snacks. They've got Chinese food. They've got like sandwiches. Lots of good Indian food. I mean, it looks good. All kinds of stuff. Some sets, veggie thali, protein, tandoori. Wow, look at all this food. So it's great. I'm not hungry because it's already, like kind of almost midnight Bangkok time, and I have to wake up soon. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to show the viewers. This was on the bed when I came into the room, and I thought, what's that? Because it says like Ayurvedic on it, and I thought, is it like some kind of medicine? And this one, it says like, okay, I mean, I was kind of a little dazed when I got here, and it says like, oh, egg protein. I thought, oh, maybe it's a snack to go with the medicine. Thankfully, I didn't ask the guy who, because he took so long to get the water. I didn't ask him the question, is this medicine? Because I was planning to, but turns out it's soap, which makes more sense, and that is, it's got to be shampoo. So anyway, just kind of unfamiliar soaps and shampoos here. Maybe not that exciting, but kind of funny, perhaps. So, welcome to India. I will hopefully have some more footage of other places, hopefully outside the hotel room at some point. Perhaps not Delhi, because I have to get on a flight at 6 a.m. But okay, quick update. I just did the math, and the room costs about $17 US. So I think it's okay for the price. I mean, it could be worse, I think. Okay. So that was my hotel room here in Delhi for one night. Until 4:30 a.m. Anyway, I'll be filming a lot more of India, hopefully, in the days to come. Probably outside the room at some point. Very soon, but not today because I'm going to bed. And hopefully I will be able to sleep a little bit before my early morning flight tomorrow. So I will catch you later, people. Peace.